All right. Everything is looking good. Well, let me check my levels right quick. Let me check levels right quick. Yep. Levels good. Go ahead and share this thing out. Boom, bam. Share. All right. P-Town, what up, family? I see you, bro. About to get up in this joint, man, and talk about some things from this crazy week, man. Crazy week. Shout out to the four that's in the building, man. Be sure to hit that like button for your boy, man. Y'all see it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, dog. It's up there. You feel me? Oh, snap. Chat on the screen. Okay. Bet. Oh, I need to check the score of the game. I don't know what my Panthers is doing right now. Y'all see it, man. Panther Nation, dog. Party music D jockey. Okay, cool. Beezy, what up, fam? I see you down there. I have to check this Panther score right quick. And then we're going to get into it. When I left, it was halftime. Panthers was down. 3-29. Jeez Louise. Yeah, that game over. You know, shout out to the Atlanta Falcons, even though I hate to say that out loud, but they were playing a crazy game before I left. Get my water on, man. Dammn Dee and UBK, that jacket dope. St. P, what up, fam? Yeah, man, this I had this jacket a minute, man. Regular starter joint. You know, back in the day, man. True fans. Be on that joint. You smell me? But we got a lot to talk about, man. We're gonna go through the drops from this week and that craziness. We're gonna touch on some other things, man. Yeah, I got a lot of notes. A lot of notes here, man. So I guess we'll go ahead and get this thing started right quick. First and foremost, before I say anything else, I want to say happy birthday to the homie PM Kicks. The man turned all of 19 years old today, man. So be sure to holler at PM on IG or wherever, IG, YouTube, wherever you want to holler at the man at, bro. Be sure to drop in, tell PM happy birthday, G. And yesterday was IBA's birthday. So if you rock with IBA, be sure to tell IBA happy birthday. Sub to the channel. Hit them up on IG or whatever, man. Show your appreciations for all these people, man, and what they're doing. For sure. I guess we could probably make this a gas or pass for the week too while we're at it. I mean, we already in here. But last week was ridiculous. For shoes, Sunday starts the week. So last week was ridiculous for these releases, man. I can't believe it. I haven't seen so many shoes drop in I don't know how long, man. It's been a while. What up, Zay Clay? Raha Steele, what up, bro? Say, hey, man, I'm just chilling, dog. Got some things to talk about. Haven't been doing my gas or pass live joints because wasn't really too much dropping that I was excited about, bro. But now this whole week was a lot of stuff that I was excited about, but half of it I ain't know was dropping. You know what I'm saying? Had like all these shock drops, man. It was crazy. Shout out to Mastery High Gaming, man. Definitely a loyal supporter, man. She's a female gamer doing her thing over there. Be sure to go check her out. Go Yankees. By the way, man. But yeah, bro, she's with it. You watch her, she watch you. Man, cool peoples, man. She made the Sims for me, dog. I got my own Sim over there. I drop in from time to time to check on my homie and make sure that he's straight. 901s, what's up, bro? See you down there, man. Newfound homie. Seen him at SneakerCon, didn't even know who he was, man. Gotta do better. Gotta do better. But this week, man, for this recap, it's pulling up my Nike app. Yo. All right, so when it's been a lot of talk about these bloodlines, man, these bloodline ones. I gotta remember on the camera, everything be backwards. And I don't know what people really see in these bloodlines, bro. I mean, it's a Bred colorway, Jordan 1. I get that. But I won't call the shoe trash. I won't say it's terrible because the colorway isn't bad. The materials look good on it. But I ain't impressed, man. Like, I don't have to have that. People like, man, it's fire. I gotta have it. It's the dopest shoe I ever seen. And I'm like, wrong. Hello. How are you? Had a guest intruder. Caught me off guard. But first up on the docket, man, for these releases. Oh, also, man, let me know, bro, if y'all hit on any of this stuff, man. The Melani Eshani. Whoop, wrong way. Whoop, wrong way. Bro, this is complicated, dog. These joints with the watches on them. Them joints dropped, man. That shoe was crucial. Like, that shoe was dope. I'm not the biggest fan of Jordan 1 mids. I kid you not. You'll never really hear me ever say that I like a Jordan 1 mid. Depending on the colorway, I may. But I like Jordan 1 highs. I like Jordan 1 lows. But I'm not really sold on the mids. And I think it's the tongue that really throws it off for me. The tongue is weird. But some of them ones is weird. I mean, not some of them ones. Some of them lows is weird. It's real strange to me. Real strange to me. But it is what it is. But these joints was dope. Construction and all of them was crazy. Shoe was crazy limited. Social status here locally got them. And I think too many people showed up, man. So they decided to do raffles. So they had like a one-day raffle, and you had to get in there by like 1 o'clock on a Friday to be even eligible to join the raffle. So that was out. I think Extra Butter had them, but you already know, man. These limited shoes, when they come to stores, man, they backdoor it before they even make it to the app. You know, we already knew that. The Nike app had them, and I didn't realize that the quantities were that limited, man. 1002, 1003, that shoe was gone. And I don't know if it was like bot season on them, but this is like a prime example of what happens when you don't see heat for a long time. Like, you don't see a lot of heat that's dropping. It's just the same old boring Holdrum, you know, simple stuff that don't nobody really care about. Like, you don't have to have it. You might cop it, might not cop it, might wait for it to go on sale, or, you know, that type of stuff. You're not in no real rush to get it. But when you get something like this and you wake people up, it's gone, man. Flies off the shelves, man, all the time. And I think that's what happened here. I think it's been so long since a dope shoe drop. This Melani Eshani one, that thing could have been a high, a mid, a low. It could have been a slide, and it still would have gone. You put watches on a slide with that color blocking, it's out of there. Certified home run, bro. No games. Those dropped, but they were scheduled. Those Pusha T Oswego's dropped. That black and Volt pair I thought was kind of dope, but I don't know if a lot of people really pay attention to those or whatever. But I think they're pretty cool. These camo Air Maxes drop. I think a lot of people gonna sleep on those and let it ride because there's so many shoes that's coming up. Like, you can't really prepare for all that. And this week is a prime example of it. You also had the Adapt Hirachis, and I think this shoe is crack. Like the BBs wasn't that dope to me with the different colorways and all that. But that Huarache, this joint right here, bruh, I'm telling you, cuz, hey, a lot of stuff I didn't cop or I didn't really try for this week. I only had enough money to potentially get one shoe. I was broke, bro. I kid you not. The brokenness killed me this week. Like, killed me. Like, I didn't have very many hopes, but I didn't even try for that. But that shoe is butter. If I had the bread, I would have went for that. Like, straight up, no questions asked. That joint is dope. But I missed it. It sold out. Them off-white athlete in progress drop. I think all them off-whites is trash. Every last one of them. But all three pair, they all sold out too. I mean, what is this garbage? What is that? What is this, bro? Dang, I keep going the wrong way. What is that? I can't get it to go. All right, you know what? One by one then. What is that? Y'all checking for these? Somebody checking for these, bro? Horrible. Another one. Horrible. Another one. Horrible, man. Certified trash, G. But you already know they got off-white on them, so everybody and their mama gonna buy them. Everybody and their mama gonna buy them. Hold up, what we got here? We got action. P-Town says, Melody's shoe, in my opinion, is trash. Wowzers. I'm going to have to go unsubscribe to P-Town now. Thought we was better than that. I'm just playing, bro. You know it's all love. But I can understand, man. They kind of wild. You know, they not for everybody. It's a lot of color things going on and all that. But y'all, I mean, anybody that know me know that I'm into weird. I'm into very strange things. I'm into a lot of colors. They put a watch on the shoe. That was enough for me. The fact that it had watches on it, especially if they really tell time, like, psh, deal. Take that thing off and put a Rollie on it. Rollies on my Jordans. I don't own a Rollie, by the way. I ain't got it. I'm poor. I ain't got that kind of bread. St. Pete said those 3 sneakers are trash. Yes, I absolutely agree that they are trash. The Island Greens also dropped. This Island Green 5 is not a terrible shoe, but for $225, nope, not happening, bro. Not for $225. Way too high of a price point for that shoe. And I feel like it didn't even have to be 3M. I think that shoe, just regular white as is without the 3M, is dope. Now I'm gonna have to like go to the mall and see it up close and gauge that 3M if I really want to buy it when it go on sale 10 months from now, because I bet you they got a full size run, bro. I guarantee you not one size of that sold out. And I was wrong. How about that? 12 and a half is gone. 15, 16, and 17 is gone. But that's it. Everything else is up there. I could still get my size. Definitely not a bad shoe by any means. And I probably will cop that. I'm just not going to cop it quickly. It's too much heat dropping. The Island Green 13s, I think they dropped last week. Trash. Super trash. Actually, I take that back. The Island Green 13 isn't trash, but whatever they tried to do with that, with the part that's usually 3M or mesh or leather, whatever they tried to do with that, killed that shoe. If that was 3M right there, I probably would have bought it. Now, I wouldn't have day one bought it, but I probably would have bought it. $200 for those? $200 for what? Also, the Kyrie 5s, 6s had a drop. It's not a bad shoe, but I'm not really big on Kyrie's. I think the homie JJ All Day got a video up on that. If y'all want to see it, y'all can go holler at Lil Bro. for his input on that joint. He'll tell you all about it. And so after all of that, we covered the Pusha T's, we covered the melodies. Out the blue, the Yeezy Alien 380s, they came out of nowhere. Didn't know where that came from. This happened to get the notification from Soul Links on that joint and went up and it was live. And I was like, yo, how about that? Might have to cop those. Mint chocolate chip pack. Hey, facts. Mint, yay. I like that. I like what you did right there, Jay. Straight up. Mint chocolate chip pack. For sure. P-Town said I like them 13s. St. P said they have some Batman Air Max dropping. I don't know about that. Oh no, I'm a little too grown to be wearing superhero themed shoes. Like it just depend on what it look like. Them L Johnson in the building. What up, bro? I see you, cuz. See you. Damn, L Johnson threw me off, man. Oh no, he didn't. Back on it. Those green Croc Air Maxes with the like leopard print or whatever on them, bro. Them things is off the chain. I might have to cop a pair of those. But the Yeezy Aliens, you can't really see them. But I'm curious to see how that shoe performs, man. I don't think it's the greatest looking shoe in the world, but I don't think it's a trash shoe. But I definitely want to put it on foot and see how it goes. But you always know the first rendition of anything always gone quick. BX, what up, bro? See you too, man. I appreciate all y'all stopping by, man. Be sure to hit that like button, man. Like I was saying, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So I'm gonna be up here for a minute, bro. So hey, however long time permits. And if you didn't hear it earlier, man, IBA birthday was yesterday and PM Kicks birthday is today. So be sure to salute both of those guys. But yeah, the first Yeezys that always drop, they always go quick. Whatever the first model is, it always flies off the shelf. So I wasn't very hopeful. I also wasn't very financially stable enough. So if I hit that was pretty much gonna be like all my bread. But I get paid real soon, so it's all good. I could have made it in them couple days. No big deal there. But wanted to see it. Definitely. Wanted to see it. Pam in the building. What's up, Pam? If y'all not familiar with Pam, bro, be sure to get acquainted with her. Lives is always popping, man. She keeps me rolling. She keeps me laughing. Positive vibes. Y'all think Mr. Skinny can rap? You ain't heard nothing until you hear Pam M's bars, man. Pam be dropping that hot fire. That die line, and die line. It's Pam M, and Pam M. Taking over for the 2019 and the 2020s. Miss Pam on her thing, straight up. She do the little trivia joint too, man. Be sure to check out her trivias. Bobby Sneaker World's in the building, the next richest man in the game besides E-Money Shoes. You're welcome for that Dr. Robotnik, man. I'm glad it landed. I'm glad it landed in good hands. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. But them Adidas didn't get a chance to get them. I was waiting on the drop and I fell asleep. I kid you not. I fell asleep. The Yeezys was up at the same time as the email raffle for them Travis Scott ones. I mean, not ones, Travis Scott Air Force ones, not ones. So I waited around, and I fell asleep. Everybody know that my Grail dropped this week. The Bred 11s on that shock drop. I know the homie P-Town hit on those. Shout out, congratulations to him. And when I say congratulations to anybody that got that bread, I'm really throwing shade. And I just want y'all to know that. I'm just slightly salty, but congratulations to all of y'all. Just playing, man. No shade, bro. Nothing but love. I had same opportunities that y'all had. So no big deal. Release day, I'm gonna try to get 40 or 50 of them. As many as I can grab, I'm gonna try to have. In my size though. Nobody else's size. In my size. So you already know that went down. Shoe sold pretty quick, man. Put the links up. I had a lot of people hitting me up about them and all that good stuff. But if I give you the game, man, you got to use it. You got to apply it. You got to put it down. But I feel like it's not a huge rush on those. We'll probably get one more shock drop and then the actual release. By no means am I saying sleep and just automatically be confident that you're going to get a pair on release day, because people are going to want multiple pairs and pairs on pairs on pairs on pairs. It should be pairs on pairs on pairs to go around. But, and for people that want to know about resale on the Bred 11s, best bet to get some quick money would have been to have the early pair. If you hit on that first release from this week, your best chance to really get some quick money would have been from that, just because you got them early before the release. The next shock drop, the numbers will probably be lower because you'll be even closer to release date. And then on release day, them things probably going to be going for retail. And if you want to know whether you should cop a bunch of Breds to keep or to sit on them, me and my kicks in the building, cheat code master. What's up, fam? E-Money Shoes, the richest man in all of sneaker YouTube. E-Money, the man, cop a pair of shoes every day, dog. Every day. Be sure to hit that like button on your way in. If you head out, make sure you hit it before you head out. And if you head back in, be sure to hit that like button. Share it out if you want to, whatever you want to do, bro. I ain't tripping, but hit the like button. That's all I'm saying. Just kabam, them likes. Y'all see the name. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Straight up. But if you want to, you want some insight onto how these Breds are going to sell, I would say look at last year's Concord release. Check the resale sites and see what the numbers on those are doing, because it's pretty much going to be equivalent. The Breds have far more pairs than the Concords had. I think the Concords had 1.5 million, 2 million. They're rumoring the Breds to be near 2 to 3 million. So it's definitely going to be pairs out there. But check them. Check your goats and your StockX's. See what the prices on Concords are doing. It's been a year since the Concord release, and if they not busting in a year, it's going to be a while before you can get some bread. So everybody looking for a quick flip on some Breds, I'd say don't spend your money if you're looking for a quick flip. You're only going to get about $20, $30 through December, January, February. And I'm willing to bet you that them Concords probably ain't doing more than $50 on the resale sites. So you're not really looking at no quick bread. Long-term bread, maybe. If you got time to sit on the shoe for 2-3 years to wait for the pairs in the market to dry up and get scarce, to drive that value up, then you can do that. But if you're the type of guy that's checking it, you ain't got time to sit on nothing, don't waste your time, bro, unless you're comfortable with $5 to $20 over what you pay for it. Now, if you can get 15 to 20 pairs and sell them at $20 profit a whop, it's still way more work for what you're doing, but this is some money at the end of it, if that's what you wanted to do. Me and my kick said he just came back from SneakerCon passing out cards. That man got all the cards. The Ron Wall in the building. Yowie, wowie. Survivor Series going down tonight, bruh. You got any predictions on that, rah? E-Money? You got any Survivor Series predictions, man? Might go live later on that, bro. E-Money, bro. If you want to go up on that joint, let me know, G. If you want to go up on that Survivor Series, man, we can hit the stream yards or something on that. Straight up, why not? Double up to keep. Major double up, says Chris Ocho. What's up, Chris? Good to see you, man. I see you around a lot. Appreciate you stopping through. For sure. See if I missed anybody. Any comments? E-Money denying that he rich, over here lying. Say, man, you're early. Yeah, I'm definitely early, man. But it's so much. It's so much to talk about, bro. I had some time. My Panthers was getting drugged. So I was just like, yo, we might as well go up, and if I go up later, we can do it again. So I gave you my input on the Bred 11s, Pusha T Oswegos, the Melani Eshani ones that P-Town said he can't stand. Threw all the shade for everybody on the Bred 11s, the Yeezy 380 Aliens, and the only thing left is the Travis Scott Air Force One, man. And y'all know that a lot of people don't be rocking with Air Force Ones, but only because it's got Travis Scott attached to it. I can't front, man. The color blocking the scheme was kind of flavor. I don't know what that shoe would look like up close, but I'd be dying to see it. I tried for it. And all these shoes that I'm talking about, I tried for, except the Breds, because I'm confident that I'm gonna get those. But that don't mean you should be confident that you're gonna get those. You know who you are, you know how you buy sneakers, you know. If you got 6 minute head start, bro, or if you do have a 6 minute head start, you don't have a lot of money to spend. Maybe, let's say the week before, go buy you some shoes just to get you that platinum status. You know, get it. Put your time in. Try to get your bread. You hit the bread, buy them, return the other shoes you bought. You're not gonna lose. You're not gonna lose your status, man. Sometimes you gotta cheat the system to get where you got to get, you know. Next time, y'all should have continued with the show, even though J. flaked. That brings me right into my next point. Let me finish up these Travis Scotts first, though. The Travis Scotts, pretty, I think it was a decent shoe. Resale numbers are pretty up there. Didn't get it. Email raffle on Travis Scott's site evaporated extremely quickly on the Nike app. So took the L's on all that. Super L's for me. L's on L's on L's on L's. E-Money says, I'm just hoping for a good show. Yeah, that's a fact. So last night, we were supposed to have the sneaker battle. Who has the heat? Everybody was prepared and lined up. And it didn't go down, man. It didn't go down last night. We don't know what really happened to J. What happened with the situation. But that's all I'm gonna really say about it. We can go up at a later date and talk about it once we get all the facts or whatnot. But I don't like speculating or giving my opinions until I have all the facts. And I wish more people would do that. I wish people would wait to talk instead of talking, then having to go back and retract and all that. At the end of the day, man, shout out to J. I wish he had showed up. I was definitely looking forward to that battle. Reaper was looking forward to the battle. I think everybody was looking forward to that battle, man. That was a big blow not to actually have it. But, you know, rules is rules. Rules are put in place, and you got to stick to them. You can't bend the rules. All rules must be written in permanent marker and not pencil. So, yeah. So now, quick, easy, and politically correct. Survivor Series is next week. I thought Survivor Series was tonight. Oh, maybe I made that up. P-Town said them trash too, but I tried for them. I feel you, bro. I think everybody tried for them, all because it said Travis Scott on it. Y'all already know how that go. For sure. Yeah, be sure to hit that like button too, by the way. I don't know why I thought that was this week. Oh, well, next week then, man. We can do it then. We can do it then, bro, whatever it takes. So, as everybody knows, man, a epic live went down last night on Dammn Dee's channel. And a lot of things transpired. A lot of things happened. Hey, I've been trying to get $1 out of that man for I don't know how long, Pam. He ain't coming up off them dollars, bro. And we got like a 8-way drama trap that I knew absolutely nothing about. And for people who've been on the channel a while, man, y'all know I used to rock with Dammn Dee heavy, like heavy, man. I used to watch all that man's content. I used to watch all his videos, but not so much anymore. I don't really watch too many Dammn Dee videos. I'm not really interested. Actually, I was oblivious last night until I got some text messages talking about Flight and Balling in the Budget was getting into it on his live. Somebody was telling me that Dammn Dee had planned to go at Unbreakable again tonight, and I was like, man, I'm not trying to hear none of that, bro. I'm not trying to hear that no more. That's been going on for 10 decades now, bro. That horse is dead. That ship has sailed, unless you got some new information. But I strongly doubt it. And it was just pretty much a waste of time. But I was like, yo, Balling in the Budget and Flight got into it. And I was like, yo, Balling's not, confrontational kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? And I've met Flight. I've met Unbreakable. I've met those guys. I've actually seen Flight on multiple occasions. Saw Break at SneakerCon Atlanta. I'll get to that in a second. So the first thing I kind of wanted to touch on was this whole Skinny and talks with TJ. What's going on with that? I'll start off by saying that I don't really know TJ personally. I've had a couple conversations with her. I feel like she's a good person or whatnot. I know if you watch her video, she'll watch yours back. I know she's for the community, but I also know that she's about uplifting women, positivity, working out, shoes, advice, financial advice, all that type of stuff. So I don't really know if she would or wouldn't, be the one to come out and say that, Skinny's doing this or Skinny's doing that. I don't know what proof Skinny has that it was actually her. But, if you want to say that, hey, I think TJ sent this email to whoever about me, then that's cool. But everything else, people marriages and affairs and all that, I don't know how true none of that is. I'm not, I don't know nothing about it, so I can't speak on it. But that shouldn't make it to the tool, bro. It shouldn't even be out there. Even if it's 100% true, that's not your place to, give that or start that rumor or, bring that up. Hey, Cadillac Jack in the building, Steve Freeman in the building. I'm over here sounding like Ashley. In the building. Hold on, let me get my microphone. And yeah, I'm just playing. I'm just playing, man. We're not doing all that. BAA in the building, man. What we gonna do right here is go back, way back into time. Every time I see BAA, that's what I think about. Like every time. OG Kicks in the building, man. Had the pleasure of meeting him at SneakerCon Atlanta too, man. Appreciate you stopping by, dog, for real. But that whole TJ thing, man, I feel like that should just be nipped in the bud. Skin, if you got a problem with TJ, holla at TJ, bro. Like that whole family portion of that, or even if you know it's 100, I don't think you know it's 100% her, to be real. But I don't know what you know. I'm just saying from the outside looking inside. Y'all see that from the outside looking inside. For what? What's the point? Neither one of y'all got nothing to gain from that. Period. Also, congratulations to Skinny on that 10K. The super richest of the richest, LaShawn Terry is in the building. Ultimate ShoeTube. Glad to see you, bro. Everybody make sure you hit that like button. So you can just leave that out. The whole TJ thing. Over it, done with it. Not really gonna talk about it. Because I don't know what's up with that. So next, you pretty much got Skinny, Flight, and Snipe, the whole UBK committee going against Mr. Skinny. And that's a heck of a fight. A huge, huge fight. Y'all see I got my water today. Ain't got no red cup. That alkali. Gabe, what up, bro? I see you down there, man. You running a marathon today? Work part-time, put all my money in my 401k. Rich Gang, shout out to everybody with the 401ks, your Roth IRAs, whatever savings accounts you may have, anybody that's stacking bread. Appreciate you. So, in my interactions with Flight, I've seen the man twice. He was here at All-Star in Charlotte. We had a couple brief conversations. He asked me about a lead on some infrared sixes. We swapped math. And I don't know if he followed up on the lead or not, but it was him, Feets. I think it was just him and Feets. We was at the House of Hoops joint trying to get pairs, seen them there twice, and then we was at Black Sheep to get those Black Hornet SBs. And Flight seemed pretty cool to me. You know, that's the conversation that we had. It was strictly about, you know, shoes. He was telling me about other All-Stars and how they were better than Charlotte, but to me, I didn't really care. You know, I'm from Charlotte, born and bred in Charlotte. That could have been the wackest All-Star weekend compared to anybody's, but because it was here, I'm biased. I mean, y'all see the jacket, bro? I keep going the wrong way. I got to get my camera mechanics down, you know. Y'all see it, man, bro? We ain't out here hiding, even though we got thrashed today. Hey, y'all, don't tell True Kicks that I'm out here talking about we got beat either. Y'all just keep that a secret. But yeah, talk to Flight. Cool dude. Didn't have an issue with him. Like I said, we swapped numbers, all that. We haven't had a conversation since. Skip to SneakerCon Atlanta. Flight was there too. Seen him. He was talking to Mike Rich. You know what I'm saying? I dapped him up. And it was a trip, man, because Mike Rich and Flight was talking. And I caught him at a little intermission or whatever. You know, people start talking, then they kind of both hit the double turn. So you know it's over. So I walk up, I catch Flight, you know what I'm saying? We dap up over there, and I look over, and Mike Rich is looking at me, I look at him, and I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Mike? I reach out, you know, I dapped him up, and I was like, man, I'm gonna be just like you when I grow up. And he looked at me like, nah, man, I'm gonna be like you. And I'm like, Mike, man, you know you don't have a damn clue who I am. You know 100% you do not know me. But it was cool, man. It was kind of a weird interaction. I don't know if Mike had a cold or maybe he was having a down day, but he didn't seem how he seemed in his videos. But I don't know what, you know, he may have went through that day or nothing. I'm not hating on Mike Rich. You know what I'm saying? He dapped me up and spoke to me. He ain't had to do that. So shout out to Mike Rich. So after, like I said, I haven't met Snipe. Interaction with Flight was cool. After I met me and my Kicks PM, Ron Reviews, everybody from my SneakerCon view, OG Kicks, everybody from, if you watch my SneakerCon video, I got a scroll at the end. Kings 23 Kicks. I mean, it's a whole bunch of cats, man. Just a long scroll at the end of everybody that I met that day. But while we were out shooting the footage or whatever, I ran into UBK. And he was walking somewhere. He was over there where we were at first, but he was talking to Shoe Freak and a couple of other cats. And I don't interrupt people's conversation. But, you know, Mike, very nonchalant person. He does that to everyone. YouTube in its present state is a circus, but it's entertaining. To an extent, I agree, Steve Freeman, but to an extent, I disagree as well. Now, Mike is like that in person, kind of like Cam Newton after a bad game. No hate, just doesn't speak too much. I see what you did there, kind of like. I see that. Kind of like Cam Newton. Yo. When I first met him at SneakerCon 2018, me and PM Kicks felt the same way. Yeah, you know, like I said, man, no shade to Mike or nothing like that. But I know you don't know me. And I know you just responding because that's a typical response that you give to people when they say stuff like that to you. You know, and it's like I said, bro, it's cool. Easy. No sweat off of my back. So I'm walking around, see UBK, and I'm looking down and I see some Travis Scotts with the yellow laces, and I'm like, I don't want them Travis Scotts. And I look up and it's UBK. And he looked at me, I looked at him, and he was like, "Oh, what's up?" And I was like, "Bro, what's popping?" You know, I dapped him up and everything. For those of you guys who don't know, when I first started doing my talking videos, these discussion videos, actually my first 2 videos were about Unbreakable Kicks and Dammn Dee. Since then, I've done a string of discussion videos on those same topics that have transpired over the course of last year. And if you want to go back and check them out, you can. If you want me to give you the brief skinny on it, I predicted all of this stuff last year, the end of last year. I told all of y'all how this was going to play out. Some people watched it, some people didn't. But I told you so. From all the way to the furthest extreme of the crazy, I brought it all up. I told all of y'all about it. For those of you who saw it, I appreciate you. For those of you who didn't, go back and watch it. But during one of these times, during that time, Unbreakable Kicks actually subscribed to my channel. Unbreakable Kicks was my 303rd sub. UBK. He actually commented on the video. I don't know if he's still subbed to me now or not. I don't know. I don't go checking to see who subbed to me or not. I don't go looking or none of that. But he subscribed, he commented on the video and said that he took some pointers or whatnot. I try to be as unbiased as I possibly can. I met him, we dapped it up. I was like, yo, I got to put you on Front Street. I got to ask you a question. He was like, what's up? And I was like, man, we're trying to get a battle together. We see you showing your shoes on the ground. We're trying to get you into the battle mix, man. We do it for the culture. Get a couple big timers together and just go ahead and knock it out. And I was like, what's up, bro? Is you with it or not? And he was like, nigga, nah. Straight up. But that's not what he said. That's not what he said. He let me down extremely professionally and respectfully. And I respect that. And I was like, man, I really like to see you go against Jumpman. That'll be an epic battle. And he was like, yeah, we talked about doing it on my channel. And if I do a battle, it's going to be on my channel. And I'm like, we small timers, bro. I get it. I appreciate you for even entertaining the thought of it and having the conversation. Dapped it up again. Go ahead, keep grinding, bro. Do what you're doing. Boom, out of there. I ain't asking no autograph or none of that. But that interaction was what it was. You never know what you're gonna get with people when you meet them. So the whole Skinny and Snipe thing, man, they went at it. And first thing I want to say is that Snipe can talk. That man can straight up talk. Don't let this distract you from the fact that in 1966, shout out to Al Bundy. Hey, yo, Freeman, if I had known that you was going to be here, I would have brought my pop down just for you, man. I'm going to keep it handy for all that. Was waiting for you to type that, Steve. Yeah, facts. Super facts. Flight is more approachable and would chop it up, which, yeah, facts, man. I rock with Flight. He's a cool cat. Straight up. Cool as a fan. UBK kind of stuck up, in my opinion. I didn't really get that from him. I got that I can't call him stuck up, but he know where he at. When you talk to big timers, they got stuff that they want to do. Sometimes they may come down and sometimes they may not. But I'm the type of guy, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask some questions. Like anybody. If you having to stroll across this video and I see you in public, I'm gonna say something. Man, hey, bro, we need you. So, and he said that he's too big for who got the heat. No, man, that ain't what he said. He said that he'd just rather have it on his platform, which I can understand. It's his platform. Think he upset McFly's beard is more legendary than his. Yeah. 704.5, bro. The real Day Hollywood. Yeah, it is what it is. But how would we act if, we had 100K, 200K, 600K? How would we be? Like my first conversation with Tony D was pretty cool too. Conversation that I had with him. And, he told me stuff to let me know that he's seen me. He may not, watch my content or all that all the time, but at some point I had come across his computer. And that's cool, bro. Like, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on nobody. Big YouTubers don't kick it with us small YouTubers. Yeah, I can say that, but I haven't met a lot of big people. Like, I'm not into the whole sneaker con thing and traveling and living on the sneaker con road. No, I'm not with that. I'm not with that at all. Sneaker con comes to Charlotte, I'll go. Sneaker con goes to somewhere I can drive, I'll go. I went to Atlanta, but that was more so for meeting people that I knew that was really going to be there. It wasn't really for sneaker con. It was for me to get some footage, to rub some shoulders with some people. You know, yeah, rub some shoulders, man, and essentially meet people that I've been really, wanting to meet, that I see or talk to all the time. Just to finally put that face to face with it, because we all make friends through the internet. It's people that you want to meet and see, and events like that kind of bring people together. That was my purpose. I'm not going to every sneaker con. I'm not traveling halfway across the country to go to a sneaker con. Now, if I'm in LA and sneaker con happen to be there, I might go, but I'm not going to LA for sneaker con. I'm not going to Chicago for sneaker con. I'm not going to wherever for sneaker con. Not happening. Not with it. And my whole opinion on sneaker con is I don't have a problem with the Bobby Sneaker World says, I chopped it up with Breaker Sneaker Con Cleveland and he was all right, but I ain't traveling for no sneaker event. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. So they're going to fly you out for free. Ain't nobody worried about a flight. Big YouTubers are once small YouTubers, and they are aware of people looking at clout and don't know people motivates at times. Yeah, people motives. That's true, and you always got to be careful of that, because it's always somebody trying to get at you. But it's always people that's wanting legit help too. And I guess at a certain point, it gets hard to determine which is which. Or you hear it all the time and you see it all the time. You don't know who to trust, who you can believe, so you just shut it all down. And if I'm ever fortunate enough to get to that point, I'll tell y'all what it's like. You know what I'm saying? Because right now I can say from the bottom, like, hey man, if I ever make it to the top, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and yada yada. And then you get there, and after everything that you've been through to get there, does it remain the same? Does your mind, does your intellect remain the same? Do your actions remain the same? Because growth is eternal. Growth is everlasting. You always have to grow. You're always changing. You're always evolving. Now, I'm never going to be the type of guy to be out here, my hat crooked, to be out here shitting on people. That's not my MO. That's not my thing. I'm not the type to do all that. But we'll see. Hopefully I get there. Hopefully a bunch of rookies that I came in with in the game last year, hopefully we all get there together, or at all separate times, and we can look back on moments like these and be like, man, you remember when? Or, me and PM Kicks be like, man, you remember when we did Who Has the Heat? Or me and my kids remember, man, you remember when I had to give you some tips? You know what I'm saying? Just any of all that, you can look back on it. But, I'm never going to be like, boom, So it is what it is. God willing, I will be at ATL one next year. Oh, wow, at the crib. E-Money, you going to make it, man. I thought you was retiring at 4K, E-Money. What happened to that? You look pretty active, buddy. Just saying. L. Johnson said it's hard to help people when people take shots on every corner. It's a gift and a curse. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And eventually you get numb to it. And it's like, man, you don't know who to reach out to, because the person that you reach out to may end up stabbing you. May end up stabbing you in the back. Or the person that you help the most may end up turning into being your worst enemy. And I mean, that's stuff that you can't control, but I say never be resentful. And if you help somebody, help them out of the kindness of your heart, regardless of the outcome, because you can't control messy people. You can't control fake. You can't control the hate. You can't always pull the wool back off the wolf. Wolves and sheep clothing. You can't always see that. So at some point, somebody's going to get you. Somebody's going to take advantage of you. It's going to happen. But, it is what it is. The people that came up on SneakerCon already made it, and it's done. Nowadays, the outcome ain't going to be the same. You really get nowhere to show. Yeah. That's true, because you see a lot of people with their sneaker content that don't really get a lot of views. People not really interested. You're showing the same shoes that's everybody else doing. You're showing the same people. Triple J, what up, bro? North Carolina representatives in the building. But me personally, I don't like sneaker cons because it's not a whole lot of camaraderie. You know, you may see some fans, you may see some YouTubers that you kick it with, or maybe you don't kick it with. But like Tony and them used to have booths. Like the only people I saw with a booth in Atlanta was like 2Js. There weren't really it was a plenty sneaker YouTubers there, but it wasn't many sneaker YouTubers on the floor. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? What are we doing? We paying $25 to come in here and talk to each other when we can just establish our own like sneakerhead meetup shindig and just do that every year. Make it like an annual thing for sneakerheads, from the biggest to the smallest. Get a head of people together, set it up, pick a place, pick a venue, or the certain dates and stuff that you're gonna do. Whoever show up, show up. Whoever don't. We don't need SneakerCon for that. That's all I'm saying. Not a knock to SneakerCon, but it's just not my cup of tea. I'm not into traveling. You know what I did notice? A couple years ago when I was at SneakerCon Charlotte, they didn't have a panel. But this time when I went to Atlanta, they had a panel. And when we got there, I think Feats and KDOMG and Mrs. Jones Kicks and a couple other people were up. It was just a bunch of females up there talking. And the guys interviewing them. And you got literally a couple thousand people in there walking around. Another couple thousand people waiting in line. Nobody's paying attention to this panel interview. Nobody's looking at it. Nobody's talking. I mean, the people on the panel are talking, and when I walked around the corner, it was maybe 5 to 6 people. A couple of people were recording what they were saying or whatnot. But if you're gonna have a panel discussion, you need to have it somewhere where you can have it, where people can, pay attention and all of that. I mean, like, it was really weird. You look back and it's a legit whole discussion going on, but you look to the left and everybody's focused on these tables. Like, they asking legit questions and they're like giving legit answers, but nobody's paying attention. So what's the point in doing it? I also don't like the fact that nobody's legit checking these shoes. I mean, I know they got the legit check station, but that SneakerCon was so packed, anybody and their mama could have brought as many fake shoes in there as they wanted to. And I saw a ton of question mark shoes in there. You go back and watch my SneakerCon vlog, y'all tell me if some of them shoes is fake, because I recorded them and I picked certain shoes to show throughout the course of that video, during my scroll or whatnot. I also gave the pros and cons to SneakerCon. Slick 50 in the building. What up, fam? I see you up there, bro. All day. I'm gonna hop back in the chat in a minute. I was trying not to get distracted from my point and got distracted anyway. But it's a lot of fake sneakers in SneakerCon, man. I've seen them. You can go back and watch my video and you can see them too. Super, super duper limited shoes that only got less than 1,000 pairs created. People got multiple pairs of them. How? Samples. I'm iffy on all samples. I don't know how you get a sample. I don't know where samples come from, where samples are available to buy. I think somebody told me that sometimes they auction off samples, like Nike has had sample auctions and stuff like that to sell shoes, or certain PEs. It's a lot of flagrant stuff going on at SneakerCon. And if you're not gonna go over to that table to try to get them legit check, you don't know if they're real or not. But who can legit check a sample? Nobody. Who can legit check a shoe that nobody's ever seen? Nobody. But it's people in there buying them. There's people in there buying them all over the place. And you got to watch for the customs too. But a custom, it's a custom. You can tell that somebody actually did something to a shoe to customize it, to put their own spin on it, to make it from whatever it was to what it is present state. That's a custom. But these other customs, and if you don't know what you're looking for, man, you getting got. And these sneaker con people ain't worried about none of that. They worried about taking in that revenue, getting the money from them booths, getting as many people in and out of there with as many sales as they possibly can, and that's fine. That's business. But at some point, you got to protect these people. You got to protect your customers. You got to protect the people that's coming through. And I don't feel like they do that. I don't feel like they do that one bit. Not one bit. So I don't have a problem going, but I'm not going to drive to the ends of the earth to go. Not interested in none of that. When we was at Atlanta, we basically made a whole weekend out of it. We went to SneakerCon. We went to the the Coca-Cola Museum. Jesus, what's going on? We went to the Coca-Cola Museum. We hit some eateries. We had stuff to do outside of SneakerCon. We hit a couple malls. It was cool. It was fun. But it wasn't all about SneakerCon. You know what I mean? So that's really where I'm at with that. P-Town says SneakerCon is starting to be more about resale instead of showing displays. It's all about resale. That's all it's about. It's nothing really great about a SneakerCon, man. I'm just being honest. Bro, I swear this is so true. If you're going to do a panel, it should be a better setup and broadcast it on a big screen. Definitely. They should have a lot of times. They should have seats for people to sit at so people can engage. What's the point? What's the point of talking if you don't have an audience? What's the point of me being up here right now without somebody in the chat? What's the point? I don't want somebody to be like, yeah, you want to be on SneakerCon panel? Sure. Let's go ahead and get it done. Sit me up there and nobody watch it. I'm going to get on the mic and be like, hey, I'm talking. Somebody walk over here and hear these gems I'm about to drop. All y'all need to hear them. Come over, sit your ass down and get this knowledge that we about to drop. But that boils down to the event. That definitely boils down to the event. Slick 50 in the building, Rich Gang, third floor. That's what I'm gonna start calling you, Slick. Third floor. That's your name now. They need to add a few OGs to them panels. They need to add a little bit of everything to the panels. The new school, the old school, all kind of flavor. The females, the males, the kids, just all of that. That should be like a totally different setup than what it is. Like I was astonished how that actually played out. Ugly Shoes in the building. Dammn, what's up, G? I see you, man. Good to see you. Appreciate you stopping by, Doc. For real. SneakerCon don't have a way of keeping fakes out of the building. Of course they don't. That's what I'm saying. And at the same time, the sneaker community don't have a sneaker police to tell people that they fake. And I feel like if SneakerCon is going to allow fakes, they should at least make people say that they're fakes. If you're not going to stop them from bringing them in, if you're not going to check them, bringing them in. Now, your trading pits and all that, that's a totally different world. I don't know how you're going to monitor that, the trading pit. But for your actual vendors, because they could easily come in, display whatever they're going to display, and then somebody be like, yo, you got them cross the water Travis Scott 6s back there? And they be like, yeah, reach back, pull out a box. SneakerCon ain't seen that. Ain't nobody at SneakerCon checking them dudes' tables, man. It's just an all-out free-for-all. It's too many people. It's too chaotic for anything to realistically be stopped, handled, or any of that. And a lot of people are good with fakes in today's climate. So fakes is big business. Authentic shoes is big business. Most people can't tell fake from real anyway. So what do you do? But hopefully, SneakerCon sees this video or certain types of videos and at least try to revamp that a little bit. Or didn't they used to do like basketball games and stuff like that? Keep that popping. Keep it popping. Why not? It's about, get your entertainment on. Entertain people and more people will come. But if you can do bare minimums and get 10,000 in the building, then what's the point? Like I see it both ways. Guess that's the Gemini in me, the duality of all things. You get to see both sides. In the words of Ratchet, watch for the hook. Definitely watch for the hook all the time. There's no change to what they do. You keep being repetitive and it gets boring. I ain't paying to go buy high price resale on those sneakers. Because you got the bread, LaShawn. You buy everything. I'm gonna be just like you when you grow up. If I had LaShawn Terry's Full House, boy, I'd be done. I said it multiple times. Who can legit check sneakers that nobody has but them? That's what I'm saying, man. Don't come at me with no friends and families and all that. King Chang, what up, cuzzo? I see you down there, bro. Hey, man, I need to get at you about some things this week, man. I'll hit you up, man. I'll hit you up a little later in the week, bro. Straight up. This is the perfect time for sneaker YouTubers to collaborate and create a legit competitor. Exactly. That's what I was saying earlier, man. If you know me, Mr. Skinny hit me up one time, bro. He hit me up and he was like, yo, man, me and Flight been talking, and he was trying to bring a sneaker event to the city, and he was, just trying to get people together and trying to bring people out and stuff. And I was like, man, that's a great idea, bro, and anybody can do it. All you need to do is the venue. You got the right names behind it. You could make that work. You could make that work, man, for sure. And I think Cola Kicks ended up doing one or whatnot. We never really revisited it, but he hit me up one day and we had that conversation. So I know that he was thinking about it, but how it ended, I ain't really sure. One of my friends didn't sell 2Js, his Travis Scott ones. 2Js don't need them. 2Js don't need them at all. Like, he gonna get pairs regardless. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get pairs regardless, man. And for the people that's really in SneakerCon doing legit stuff, man, for the people that's really there for their business and to make money, it makes it rough for them when the company that you're in there for ain't really helping you out or ensuring anything. Say, L. Johnson, that sounds good, but most are too busy trying to do each other or thinking of something going to be bigger than them. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of individualism, but it's a lot of togetherness too. It's just you got to get it all together with more than just this group of people or that group of people. SneakerCon's to a point where they can hold them big events. They've been at it for a while. They can do that, but you start small. Like we got a local joint here, SOE. They do their own thing. It's not a huge event, but it gets stuff done. People participate. There's people out there. They making revenue. They getting businesses out there. All type of stuff. So I stopped playing McFly. You the rich one? Like, bro, I'm not. I'm poor. If I was rich, I would have had all of them shock drops this week. Poor as hell. So you already know. But I ran way off subject, man. So I told y'all that by my interactions with UBK, I told y'all about my interactions with Flight. I've never met Sniper Jones, so I have no interactions with him. And I met Mr. Skinny. I haven't met him in person, but we've had a lot of phone conversations. And how that came about was when Court Purples dropped. I had a pair of 13. He needed them, and I was like, yo, I got this pair of 13s in the Court Purples, bro. If you want them, you can get them. And he was with it or whatnot, but he ended up getting another pair from somebody else. And that's how it went. But some type of way we kept in contact. He hit me up when they were here at All-Star, but I didn't really have time to link with him. He's called me several times. He hit me up about doing the on the front line when him and Jersey were staging that whole little fake beef or whatever to try to trim the fat or weed out the people, as they say. And yeah, that was crazy. I don't think I ever told that story, man. Y'all want to hear that story about how I ended up on the front line for a couple of shows, man? I mean, since we have been talking about it. But that's why I started telling y'all about my interactions with people. But I might say that for another video. I ain't really sure. But I've never had an issue with UBK. I've never had an issue with Flight. Don't know Snipe. When the whole, because a lot of people think that was staged and that everybody was in on it with the whole on the front line thing. But I wasn't in on that. Me and Tops, we was not in on that, bro, at all. I was at work chilling. Mr. Skinny hit me up. It was like 11:30 in the afternoon. I'm chilling on the clock. I look at my phone. It says, Mr. Skinny. I'm like, huh? This man ain't never called me during the daytime. Like, what's really going on? So I answered. And he was like, yo, what up, bro? Y'all know how Skinny talk. He was like, yo, what up, bro? Man, I need you to come on the front line with me or whatever. I ain't rocking with Jersey no more, man. You trying to do it. I was like, bro, you kind of put me on the spot. Give me a second. I hit you back. So I went back, consulted my team of representatives, and we talked about it. I hit Skinny back, and I was like, yo, man, you need me. I can do it tonight. Cool. You know, we can get up there. Everything be Gucci. Right? Right. So he sent me the link that night. Him and Tops was already on the backstage. Him and Tops was already back there. Skinny can be cool, but the fake beef got to stop. Yeah, bro, I don't participate in fake beefs. I actually cut a lot of that stuff off with the whole Ron ordeal. And I've actually seen Ron in person. I've actually met Ron. I've actually shook his hand. Ron actually walked up to me to shake my hand. I was shocked. I was like, how about that? Maybe he thought I was somebody else. I don't know. Ice Cube or something. I don't know. But you know, cool. Me and Ron, decent interaction. No problem with the guy. You know, he's straight with me. But I was like asking Skinny, I was like, yo, before he sent me the link when we was on the phone, I was like, well, what happened with you in Jersey? And he was like, man, you know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that later. So I was like, all right, cool. No information. Sent me the link. I hop in. And this is the real reason why I started rocking with Tops, man. If Tops World, if you happen to see this, bro, this is why I rock with you, dog. Letting you know right now on the live. So Skinny shoot me the link. Boom. I pop in. It's me, Tops, Skinny. Skinny was like, yo, I'm going to go take a break real quick. I'm going to be back. You know, he was looking kind of angry or whatever, you know, so boom. He dipped. It's just me and Tops. Excuse me. It's just me and Tops. It's just me and Tops on the backstage. Chill. I don't know Tops. Never seen Tops before. Never had a conversation with Tops before. See them on Skinny's live, but that's it. I don't know Tops. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the guy. So me, I'm the type of guy, I'm real cerebral. I gotta think everything out first. Before I talk, before I say anything, I gotta think it out. So I'm looking at Skinny's video. Like Jersey put out a video first, talking about Skinny. Then Skinny put out the OG Trav video. And I saw both of those after the fact. So I hop on the live and I got all this going in my brain. And I'm like, man, something ain't right. But like, you can even go back and watch those actual lives. Like, I'm like, yo, something ain't right with this. And I think I was saying that, Ratchet was saying that, like people was just kind of exposing it on their own. Like something's wrong. But I look over at Tops and I'm like, Tops, what's up, man? He was like, nothing, McFly, man, you know. And I was like, man, what you think going on with this whole Skinny situation, with the whole Skinny in Jersey and this whole on the front line, all that. Tops looked dead into the camera. And this is what that man said to me. Now, I hope he don't mind me telling the story because I didn't consult him beforehand. And I don't care. I'm going to tell it anyway. So I'm like, yo. So I'm like, yo, here we go. Tops, what you feel about this? Tops was, I don't know, I think he might have been on the game or something. Like we wasn't interacting the whole time because, like I said, I don't know. And he looked up. He said, McFly, man, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. Nobody has told me anything. But I do know this. Skinny has been nice enough to put me on his platform. He has been nice enough to do all this stuff for me, put me on the show, shout me out, and have my back 100%. Top said, I don't care what's going on. I don't care. I'm going to ride it out until the wheels fall off. Skinny crash and burn. I'm going to be here to the end because of what that man has done for me. And in that moment, I was like, Tops, you're a real one, bro. You are a real one. And it was in that moment that I was like, man, Tops is a cool dude. And if you ride for him, he'll ride for you to the end. Crash and burn that plane crash, man. Tops ain't jumping out. So people can say what they want about Tops. You can call Tops whatever you want to call him. I rock with Tops World, man. Just for that reason, based off the strength. And after that, we built a pretty decent relationship. Tops a cool dude. Now I know that was totally random, but I just had to put that out there. Team of rep, yeah, man. You gotta have a team of representatives, man. You gotta discuss stuff. You can't make hasty decisions. You gotta think, bro. That's what's wrong with these YouTube people. They don't think. They don't think at all. That's why McFly is in charge of ethics. The ethics commission. That's hilarious. Hey, what's up, Cole? I see you, bro. I rock with Tops too. Yeah, man. Tops is mad cool, bro. For real. Absolutely never had a problem with him. But even then, the whole frontline thing went down. Everything came out on that. But every conversation that I've ever had with Mr. Skinny was of 100%. The man ain't never lied to me. He ain't never done nothing to snake me or nothing out of line. Every interaction that we've had has been 100% positive. So I think the majority of this stuff is just for show and just for the views because they know people going to watch it. A lot of people not watching sneaker content, but people are watching beef content. So it's like, why not? Why, you know, if y'all gonna watch it, we're gonna put it out. Just like I said, if anybody don't watch one of these fake beef videos or one of these beef videos, they're not gonna do them no more. They're gonna do something different. But as long as people entertain it, it's gonna be there. But so I said that to say that I've had no problems with none of these guys. As far as the whole Skinny, UBK, and the wrestling channel situation, I feel like Skinny has every reason to be upset because the man came to you, had a conversation with you about something that you are gonna do. You know, it's written in stone. We already confirmed it. We shook hands on it or whatever. Boom. And then shortly after, you came back and reneged on the deal. He has every right to be upset about that. But at the same time, you got to understand people's positions. You got to understand how people move. Some people make rash decisions before they think them out. Some people don't think of backlash to some of the things that they do. And I'm not saying that UBK is one of those guys, but he could be. You know, he's like, hey, we both wrestling fans. I'm a wrestling fan myself. I do my lives on wrestlings and all that, and boxing and other things that I'm interested in. And, you know, you want to click up with people, you want to do stuff, but when you're attached to stuff, it's certain stuff that you can't do. There's certain ways that you can't move. And if this particular avenue is where your bag is coming from, you're not going to risk your bag. You're not going to get your bag up. You're really not. Still, I applaud Unbreakable Kicks for telling Skinny like a man, hey, this ain't going to work. But at the same time, I understand why Skinny is upset. But I'm not going to go days and days and days and days talking about the man, cussing the man out and all that. You might even get one day, but I'm not bringing it to this platform. I'm going to call you and I'm like, bro, while we on the phone and you saying whatever you got to say, I'm going to be like, bro, I'm going to say what I got to say on that level. You know, straight like that. People change their mind every day. People get dropped from labels every day. People get dropped from clothing lines, sponsorships. People get dropped from stuff every day without legitimate rhyme or reason. They can drop you just because. You know what I mean? It's really the same thing. He didn't even owe you an explanation, but he gave you one, regardless if it was 100% authentic or not. You know, he still ran it down for you. He still let you know what was what. The whole Skinny against Snipe thing, That was crazy. That boy Snipe can talk a mile a minute, man. Snipe should have been a pastor or something. L. Johnson said, I can see both sides of the argument. Only thing I disagree with is Skinny taking it to D platform. Does anything need to be broadcast, though? Some things are better left behind the scenes. Breezy, I agree with you. But people put a lot of stuff on Front Street. There's a lot of stuff that don't make it to Front Street, but you know why it's broadcast. Like, it's not a secret. We know why it's up there. Taking it to D platform. Well, L. Johnson, you knew it was gonna hit somebody's platform, whether it was Skinny's, D's, or or whoever's. You know, they was gonna have it somewhere. It was gonna go down. Probably shouldn't have, but if that's how you want to move, that's how you move. I feel like Snipe held his own last night, man. He gave some decent arguments and rebuttals to questions. You know, like I said, I don't know Snipe, but I felt like he did a good job of defending himself. You know, not that it's a judge and jury and all that, but he said what he had to say. And I guess towards the end, it got a little reckless between the both of them, but it is what it is. Skinny and Flight, I feel like that was all talk. Ain't nothing gonna happen there. They gonna be cool at the end of the day, regardless. They not fighting or none of that. That's just all recap. And really, Flight and Snipe take all the heat for UBK, but the only reason they take the heat for them is because when people want to talk to break, they always the ones to, well, Flight usually always the one to be there or to be available or whatever. And that's cool, man. You know, you got to defend your people. You're not just going to let somebody ride on your folk like that. You're not just going to let somebody come at your brother any type of way. But your brother should be available to defend itself. But at the same time, when you at a certain level, it's just certain stuff that you can't do. You just can't do it. You may want to do it, but it may not be in your best interest. Nobody wants to mess their bag up, bro, for something that ain't bringing a bag. If you mess up one bag, you got to have something to fix that other bag. You got to have some type of compensation, period. So all that went down. The whole balling on the buzz and the Flight thing went down. Snipe does sounds a little uptight when he asks you to link me. Where you been, fool? Skinny out catching bullets. Skinny out catching bullets. What? I ain't know nothing about that, G. I ain't know nothing about that at all. Juggernaut of Souls, what's up, fam? I see you in the building. A little uptight when he asks for links. I mean, people ask for links, man. If you're gonna be on something, I feel like it should be like an unspoken rule that if you're gonna be on anybody's YouTube channel or anything, they should automatically link you. You shouldn't have to ask. But the times that I've been on Skinny's channel, he never linked me. He never linked me one time. I never asked to be linked either. You know, I was just grateful for the opportunity. I never got a lot of subs from the whole Skinny lives that I was on, or none of that. I was just grateful for opportunities. You know, the whole linking me don't really matter. I'm gonna get mine regardless, whether you link me or not. My work speak for itself. I'm grinding, dog. We out here grinding. You feel me? Every video, we out here grinding, dog. So it ain't, you know, it ain't about all that to me. You know what I'm saying? He gives me a weird fake vibe. Fight is a big dude. I don't think someone try to do that big if you ain't that big. Flight ain't that big, bro. Be 100% honest with you. Flight's not a big guy. He's wide, but he's not. Flight's not big. Flight probably 5'7". But then again, that's coming from me, bro. I'm 6'4". It's not a lot of it's not a lot of people bigger than me. You know, but Flight's not a huge guy. Unbreakable Kicks is not a huge guy. Like they're not really big by any means. Let you tell her I hate UBK. I ain't watching that BS. Man, them some strong words right there. I watch the people who I like. I like E-Money's crew and support his people. That's why I'm here. I appreciate you, Cole, bro. You already know I rock with you, man. I watch your videos for the culture, all that. I don't hate nobody, though. Tweezy, what up, fam? I see you, bro. Straight up. McFly, I'm here because... Say, McFly, I'm here because of Skinny, no malice, G. Hey, you go where you want to go, dog. I ain't stopping nobody from coming nowhere. I appreciate you being here regardless of the reason. You feel me? You know, that's where I'm at with mine. He said he's wide. He is wide, man. That's a facts, bro. That's facts. What up, St. P? Cole said he's 6'2", Jug. What up, fam? All right, everybody shot now. Yeah, me and Flight the same height. He got me about 40, 50 pounds. Yeah, hey. Yeah. So pretty much, man, I don't know where that's gonna land. Skinny cool, bro. He just gonna have to get over that whole UBK ordeal, man. That don't make it right. It's jacked up that he backed out on you like that. But at the same time, man, you got to understand that all business deals ain't concrete. All business deals ain't signed in stone. You know what I'm saying? Like he a different kind of big, 400. No, man, he not 400-500. He probably 3 or high 2s, maybe somewhere in there. But you know, he not an overly super duper fat guy, but he definitely weighing. His sizes got B's at the end of them. You know what I'm saying? The big shirts or whatnot, for sure. No disrespect though. And so now, man, the only thing really left is the whole Dammn Dee UBK failure. And that thing was 100% fail. I mean, I didn't watch the whole live like I was telling y'all earlier. I got word through the street that some stuff was going down over there, so I popped in because realistically, I didn't want to see Dammn Dee talking about Unbreakable for another live video. I feel like everything needs to be said over there. It's been said already. But Dammn Dee took the ultimate L last night, y'all. I mean, he took the ultimate L for real. He looks more like high 3s. I thought Flight was like 6'5" and built like him. No, bro. No. He not 6'5", G. He not the Green Mile, bro. He not the Green Mile at all. Rest in peace to the Green Mile, by the way. But why ain't nobody tell me? I don't know, man. I have no idea. But after everything that popped off with the whole snipe, D had absolutely no control of his whole entire chat. He had a bunch of random cats popping up in there that had no business being on the live in the first place. Like, why are these people even here? Be sure to hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe. Y'all see it on the screen. Get that done. But, you know, he has absolutely, D gets what he wants, and then his internet ruins it. I don't know if he was having internet problems the whole live. Like I said, I didn't watch the whole live. I didn't come in. When I initially came in, Balling on a Budget was still had the square up on the screen, but he wasn't there. Soulmates was on there. Skinny. I think Flight was on there, and Skinny and Flight was going there. That's when I came in. So everything before that, I don't know nothing about. I don't know nothing about it. So, you know, D's doing all this talking about getting Unbreakable Kicks on the line and UBK this and UBK that. And then Flight was like, send him the link, man. Give it a couple minutes. And I was like, no. No, please, no break. No, don't do it. Don't do it. So based off of that alone, I felt like I was entitled to stay and and see what was going to happen. And lo and behold, boom, Unbreakable pops up. And I'm like, oh, like, man, so what's really going to happen here? Because I never thought that I'd see Unbreakable and D on the line. The entire issue was like 7 hours. Yeah, I ain't got 7 hours for nobody. You can forget that. I don't care how hard I rock with you. You do a 7-hour live? Nope. I give you the time that I got, but I ain't got 7 hours. I'm just keeping it real. Just keeping it a whole 100. And I also wouldn't expect nobody to watch a 7-hour live of mine. That's crazy. Give me the time that you can give me. I appreciate you. And until the next one. But Unbreakable Kicks gets on the line. Skinny and Snipe won't shut up. They talking back and forth. Dammn Dee start kicking people off the line. Boom, boom, boom. And then it's like, bam, you got Dammn Dee, you got Flight, you got Unbreakable. The perfect setup You got Flight there to keep Unbreakable comfortable, calm, and collect, you know, in his zone, you know, because you gotta make people comfortable. When you're gonna interview somebody, you gotta get them in their comfort zone because they're not gonna talk to you otherwise. You know, a hostile interview, you're not gonna have a good interview. And then I'm like, yeah, Dammn Dee been talking all this trash for years. What's he gonna do? How's he gonna bring this home? You know, he started off talking about break. How is he gonna, you know, bring this all the way around? Think Skinny went to do his live. It's just them three. The stage is set, man. It's like a main event bout. You know what I mean? The Dammn Dee was like, you know what, Flight, you get out of here too. And I was like, no, no, you cannot kick Flight off because immediately Break gonna abandon you because he don't have nobody there with him. He don't have nobody there with him. So I'm like, no, G, what are you doing? Leave Flight on there, ask your questions. You got a moderator, you know, Flight's his boy, but you can use Flight as a moderator, and that can still work. You know, we can still pull this off. And then out the blue, Dammn Dee's internet goes out, man. Shout out to Dammn Dee's internet. They cost you the biggest L of the year, bro. Yo internet made you take one of the biggest losses of all time. And shout out to UBK, man, for actually hanging around and talking on his live and keeping his live popping. At the end of the day, Dammn Dee wins, man. It was over 1,000 people on there for a very, very, very long time. He probably not gonna have to drop another video this entire month based off the views that he got off that one video. But Break got up there, man, up there by himself. He was comfortable. He said what he had to say. He let y'all see a kind of side of him that you don't really see. And he stood up there and he waited on that man. And that was solid, man. That was like the best L that you could possibly dish a person. You know, I was like, wow, man, how did that just happen? Unbreakable Kicks just came over here and took your whole live over, and he just sitting there on your live talking about you and how you talk about him and waiting on you on your internet and how you got money in the bank but got bad internet. Like, all in all, that was definitely a dub for UBK due to bad internet. You know, that was a dub for him. And I can't front. In that Dammn Dee situation, he needed it. Like, he needed that. He needed that L. I mean, not that L. He needed that win. He needed that win for sure. I don't know how that conversation would have gone, but when they actually had time to talk, Dammn Dee starting off talking about pine greens. And I'm like, what, bro? Why are we talking about pine greens? Who's still talking about pine greens? Why are we talking about pine greens? Like, when Break got in, D was looking starstruck, man. He was like, all right. Where do I want to start? What question do I want to ask? Where do you want to start? What question do you want to ask? You've been on this live the whole time looking for UBK. You finally get him, and you don't know what to do with it. You blew it, bro. You blew that whole setup. You can't blame nobody but yourself and your internet. You got all the opportunities that you wanted. You had that thing down to a science. All that. You had it, and you sabotaged, bro. Certified sabotage. You sabotage yourself. And then when you finally came back and got it right, he was already live on his joint. You should have went over there. You should have went to UBK's joint and be like, all right, man, my thing acting right now. Let me come over here. Let me go to you. You came to me. I appreciate you holding down my live and keeping my people on the chat and letting people in and this, that, and the other. But let me in so we can talk about what we got to talk about. You got to be quick. You got to have your stuff ready. You were met with nothing but resistance from UBK. Told you up front, you got 2 minutes. You wasted a minute and a half thinking about what you was going to say. Makes no sense, man. Makes absolutely no sense. Like, and when the pine green, come on, bro. Miss me with that, bro. Miss me with that. Warren Coleman, what up, bro? I see you. Man, Dammn Dee drunk all the time. That ain't no excuse, man. That ain't no excuse at all. Drunk, whatever. He always drunk. But that's man. That's a fool, bro. I just can't believe that he went out like that. And it's ironic that after the fact, once everything's done, once everything's said and done, his internet works fine. So I don't know, man. Maybe somebody put the hit out on him or something. He did go to UBK Live, but got the boot for talking crazy. Oh, he did go over there. See, I missed that. I missed all that. I'm pretty sure there's more stuff that I did miss, but yeah, that's where I stopped at is where I left off. So y'all feel free to enlighten me. So he got the boot for talking crazy. And UBK told him that he was willing to have a man-to-man conversation. But he wasn't trying to have that conversation. He was like, oh man, I finally got my hands around it. Let's go. I'm ready. What I'm gonna say. The boy was not prepared, man. He was totally unprepared. And that's why I give Skinny credit for it, man. Regardless if Skinny is unprepared or not, Skinny gonna say something. It don't matter what it is. He's gonna say something until he can get his thoughts straight and then line it up. You know, that's hilarious, man. It's just it's hilarious, man, how all that went down. The whole sneaker community is just crazy. It's out of control, man. It is out of control. And I told all of y'all that it was going to be out of control and it was going to stay out of control, man. Nobody listened. Or maybe y'all just waited around for it. Maybe. I don't know. But that Dammn Dee live is definitely going down as live of the year, without a doubt. I think that live trumps the Shumanati live on Skinny's channel. That live right there, bro. The Dammn Dee L. That's going down in the books, man. So he would never answer one simple question that most of us want to know: why do you care? Yeah, facts, Cole. That's what I'm saying, man. Skinny be winging that shit. And you can tell, you know what I'm saying? But people like, you can tell. But, you know, hey, bro, you got to. Sometimes you got to. Like, facts. And I don't understand, man. I don't understand why he cares. Like, you say, without drama, Dammn Dee has no content. I mean, Dammn Dee got content. It's just a matter of, you know, do you really want to see it? Do you want to see his content? Do you really want to see a sneaker review from Dammn Dee? Like, that's where I'm at with mine. Like, at one point in life, it was very entertaining to watch a Dammn Dee sneaker review. 2019, it's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal. And I haven't watched one of his reviews in a minute. Like, hopping in this live, that was one of the first videos of his that I watched in a long time. Last year, he was in my top 10. I'm gonna do another top 10 this year, but you know, every year we're gonna do a top 10. But I don't know if the man's in it. If the man's in it at all. So it's just crazy. But I mean, nobody really knows why. Why is he harping on UBK so bad? It just don't make sense to me. I mean, we all know that UBK is probably still selling shoes. We all know he's getting his bread. You know, salute to him. You made a couple mistakes in your career, as most people do, as mostly everybody will at some point in life. How you run your business is how you run it. And if people want to pay you for what you do, I don't see what the problem is. I definitely don't see why we still going back to Pine Greens. At least have something new. You know, it was titled something about SneakerCon finally exposed or something. Like, y'all spent half the time recapping what everybody already knew. Like, what's the What's the new stuff? You know, definitely hit that like button. So do we need any more sneaker reviews from anyone anymore? I don't know. Depends on what you see. I still watch sneaker reviews. I like people who can really tell me something about a shoe, though. When I watch a sneaker review, it's certain stuff that I'm looking for. Like, what can you tell me about it? Or if it's something that I don't know, or material wise, or maybe I need to see it up close. Maybe I'm not even watching for your words. I just need to see the shoe. You see what I'm saying? So I am the 25th like, so I need to get $25. Damn, bro, you drive a hard bargain, Cole. Oh shit. 25th like, you need $25. I'll exchange you them 25 likes for watch time. Put your playlist on burn or something, which I was gonna do anyway, you know. But it is what it is, bro. He definitely need to come up off that. Like, for sure. Something's gotta change. Something's gotta, gotta get together. I'll watch Rio and Eddie wins because they mix and match with clothes. I don't even know who that is, bro. Don't know who that is. I'll take it. Yeah, you're right. Right, that's the game we play, man. Anybody got a channel to watch me, bro, I'm gonna get to you. And you already know, man. I'm in people's comments and all that stuff all the time. But at some point, man, when does it stop, bro? When do people stop entertaining the foolishness and just come up with something that's legitimate, man? Like I said, I gave up on the whole beef stuff long time ago. Like, I don't know what's popping off with that whole Zaya, Rob Dollar, all that. I don't know nothing about none of that. So I don't keep up. We live our lives in real life. We leave the tube on the tube. What we show on the tube is tube worthy, but what we do in our everyday lives ain't none of y'all damn business, bro. That's just how I feel, but everything seems to hit the tube. Yo, rep in the building. What up, G? Most of the reason I watch sneaker YouTube is because it's a community. Definitely, man. I'm all about supporting people. The reason why his channel didn't grow was his obsession with UBK. I really think Dammn Dee is at a plateau for pretty much what he can do or how far his channel is going to go. That's why he's at the gaming and this, that, and the other. That's why he's trying to find other avenues, because as far as him and sneakers, there's nothing left. There's nothing left he can do. All he can do is show the sneaker, make up a bunch of fake words and stuff that don't go together to describe it, show it to you, make a thumbnail calling it trash, and then talk about he loves it through the whole video to clickbait, and it's pretty much all you got. That's why I always give Unbreakable Kicks credit that he can do videos with no editing, no nothing, bare minimums, and people gonna watch it. Not one edit, just him, his camera, standing in front of 10,000 drop fronts, saying whatever. People gonna watch it. Dammn Dee can't do that. I don't know how UBK does it, to be honest, but hey, whatever works for you, get your bread, do your thing. And damn, man, I've been up here an hour and 40 minutes, man. Come on, cuz. I was supposed to be up here 60 minutes and been done. So yeah, bro. At any rate, we're about to end this now. I appreciate all of y'all stopping through, pulling up on your boy, chilling with me. Anybody in the chat that's got a channel, man, be sure to get with them, link up with them, watch them, let a playlist run, do whatever you got to do. Do the same for me. I do the same for y'all, bro. That's what we do around these parts, man. Everybody come up, we all should come up. Unfortunately, on Sunrise, everybody can't go. But at least you can do is try. That's all I'm saying. But we discussed the shoes. We discussed the sneaker beefs. We discussed a little bit of everything. My Panthers getting drugged. It's still Panther Nation. And until next time, man, it's your boy McFly. I'll holler at you.